Previously.
And that'll take, oh, that's a huge setback.
So this is going to be an interesting episode for sure.
On Progression
This
Series
is Hidden Arsenal
Season
7,
2.
for which
Only
I Wish I Was Dead has built something
come
like
on, man.
100
Oh
different
my
deck
God,
lists.
I'm gonna banish a light and a dark.
We lost the last one for completely bullshit reasons.
Bro, come on, I lost to
Memes
this.
tweet is
In
up.
this series, both Nim Nim and myself will be opening 24 booster.
Oh, cool. Someone actually replied to that Kazuki Takahashi said no money thread and said, here's Julia saying it's due to licensing agreements with the IP owners. Oh, wow.
Packs or one box.
It was a lie all
Yu-Gi-Oh!
along.
Booster set. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner will receive a small prize to upgrade their deck. However, in each episode, we will open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of each episode. But this time around, we'll be introducing side sets, a new banning system, and plenty of other fun surprises that you'll just have to watch to find out. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series Season 2. Today's video is sponsored by
What
Grand
the fuck?
Archive.
What? This isn't 5%! Vortex, thank you for the dollar. If you want 5%, where is my 5% off? Where is my 5% off? In any case, here's a neat fact. The German copy of Sophia, Goddess of Rebirth had a mistranslation where you need one face-up ritual synchro or Xyz monster. Oh.
Brand new trading card game that raised nearly $1 million on Kickstarter, and their second
Come on, man. An anime card game, eh?
set, The Fractured Crown, is set to release a bit later this month. I'll be doing
An
a box
anime
opening
TCG with Western game design. Ah, the worst of both worlds.
a bit later in a separate video on this channel, so be sure to check that out, or you can click the links down in the description to learn more about the game. Thank you all so much, and we hope you enjoy today's video. Well, I gotta be honest, it's been a minute since we've been in the winner's circle, and that's because we've lost 3 in a row, so I am ecstatic to be back here and getting into some very exciting sets in the coming weeks. We have Hidden Arsenal 7 today, we have Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy next week. A lot's gonna be changing for the Progression Series.
Oh,
but
yeah.
first we have to spin our wheel.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna say this. Gage got 3 Starlight Rare wild cards. I just want you to know the math on that is a 1 in 1,000 chance because there's 10 slots on the wheel. The chance of that happening 3 times in a row is extremely unlikely, but it is what it is. It would only be fair if I also get a Starlight Rare wild card. So let's give the wheel a nice good spin here and see what we are going to be getting. Well, there goes the Starlight Rare wild card.
Yeah!
More redoer tickets. I don't need any more, although I will say I'm going to be very trigger happy to be using them today because today is Hidden Arsenal 7. I'll have Gage tell you all about it.
Our Fire Fist Gladiator Beast was just not enough to be able to tie up the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression.
Gage has a herpy. Man, I hate when this shit happens to me. This constantly happens where I'm like, oh, time to record, and then I realize I have a zit on like my lip, and I go, God damn it, it's gonna look like I have herpes the whole fucking video.
Series Season 2. But the crown is not out of reach yet. As long as we get a nice little streak of wins under our belt, we can still easily reclaim the crown from Alex. I'm really feeling it still. I feel like we've been playing really, really well recently. Our last deck, I think, just didn't make the cut. There was a lot of cards in Alex's deck, like
A
Snowman
likely
Eater and
story.
stuff that really contested our strategy.
I'm sorry for
well.
having bad
This set today,
skin,
though,
Leah.
is really exciting.
Not all
to
of us can
open,
be
and I think we might
VTuber
be able to
smooth.
introduce some new strategies for the both of us. Hidden Arsenal 7, Night of the Stars, released April 26th, 2013.
Aren't you in the wrong
This
stream?
set is incredible.
Leah watches
It
all my
introduces
streams
2 new
start to
archetypes
finish.
to the game, Constellar and Evil Swarm,
On the, like,
both really good
5%
archetypes
chance
in
that Danny
themselves,
shows
but also,
up.
I think from a sealed standpoint, they might be some of the best we've seen yet. Evil Swarm was one of the decks that was
This
able
is
to
a
rise in
crazy set, by
popularity
the
due to
way.
being a
This opens
very,
up so
very
many
potent
options for
counter
deck
to
building.
The high-level strategies that you would be seeing in Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy. The strategy
I'm pretty
focused
sure
around
that
sticking 2 level 4
everyone is
monsters and then
watching my
exceeding them
stream
into
exclusively
Evil
because
Swarm,
there's like a
Ovion,
5%
where's my
chance
guy?
Danny
Right down
shows
here.
up.
Ovion's pretty insane. Level 5 or higher monsters cannot be special summoned while he has material, and then he can also detach material to search an Infestation spell trap, which you would search Infestation Pandemic, which is just their copy of Forbidden Lands. Again, with the rise of Dragon Rulers being absolutely without question the most popular, most dominant deck of the format, this was a great kind of counter to it. You know, you had
Ophion
Spellbook
Pass.
and Dragon Rulers as the top 2 decks. This was kind of a third deck to kind of complete a triangle type format. Constellar in their own right was pretty good. Not, I think, at a competitive standpoint. I think Evil Swarm, just everything around it, was working as intended for the deck to become like actually good at the time, right? Like, could you imagine if a high-level deck didn't exist back then, if everyone was just also playing, I'm going to make rank 4 strategies? This card wouldn't do anything. So the Evil Swarm strategy was really looped around by having
The format
a whole bunch
was
of
not a
fours just able to
triangle.
summon themselves.
The format was
Mandragora is essentially
rock,
Cyber
scissors,
Dragon level
and then just
4.
like
You have Castor as an additional
Miasma.
normal summon. Constellar has an additional one like that too in the form of Pollux. And then you had a card like Thunderbird, which has a wind-up rabbit effect, which would just keep itself on the field by like bumping itself out and resummoning itself. All those combined, able to make a pretty cool deck. Constellar has the same kind of strategy of sticking level 4s, but they are able to level modulate. You'll typically be seeing
Rock,
5s
water,
and 6s. The main
scissors,
5
that's
is
good.
Pleiades. Also, just a great card in
maybe
general,
a
dude. Requiring 2 level 5
scaling
legs.
triangle.
You can,
Thank you,
during
Brown
outplay
5.
turn, detach material and then bounce a card on the field back to the hand. Pretty strong. And then a couple other hidden arsenal archetypes got some more support. Seraphonite ended up becoming better a lot later down
These
the
were
line when we got a
terrible.
card like Brilliant Fusion, but at the moment it wasn't anything too good. And then Molten Conduction Field was also just really, really good for the
I wonder if they're
And
stale.
possibly the 2 most important cards of the set here, coming out of a hidden arsenal set, no less, super surprising, was a card like Lavalval Chain and Daigusto Emerald. Both finding themselves on the Forbidden Limited list in their own ways at some point here. Daigusto Emerald remains at 1. Chain's still banned, probably should remain banned forever. Both these are generic rank 4s. Chain
That's an
allows you to send any
isosceles
card from your deck
triangle,
to the
you
graveyard,
moron.
Foolish Burial on legs, just by detaching a material. And you also get to stack monsters on the top of your deck if you want to as well. And you can just read. This card's like insane. This is probably one of the best rank 4s ever printed.
Oh my god,
And then
fucking
Daigusto
hurry
Emerald,
up.
having 3 of these allowed for some silly little loops where you could loop the card over and over infinitely and just have some combos off that. This is an integral part of Zodiac format, having multiple
Fill in
Daigusto
holes
emeralds, being
for
able to put back your
free.
engine back multiple times, including the emeralds themselves.
Thank you for
so
the
you
prime.
Essentially have infinite value, right? Both of these cards are ridiculous. I'm going to be looking for at least a copy of both of them because they both get banned at some point. But if I can get multiples of Lavalval Chain, there's some really sick decks we can play with that. It's been a minute since I had to open a pity pack.
All right, let's make it
man.
happen.
I got to open Astral Pack 2. Astral
Oh.
Pack 2. What's in
All
this
the
one? It's
asshole
like
packs are
Dragoons,
so
I think, is
good.
the ultimate rare. We could get lucky. All right, we got 3 pity packs. Astral Pack 2. Anything good? Flip them up. I mean, okay, Hawk's not like bad, right?
I
We pulled a
mean,
lot of really
it could have
good
been
Fire
worse,
Fist
yeah.
cards, but I think Hawk's one of like not one of the great ones, right? Sky Scout. Oh my lord. Pack number 2. It is what it is.
All right.
Another hot. Pack number 3.
Owie!
Water Art AoE. That's a lot of trap cards in this one. Nothing to play in these ones, actually. I think there's like some upsides. There's some pretty good cards you can get from Astral Pack 2. We didn't see any of them. All right, to the big one, though. Hidden Arsenal 7. If Alex does not consider to use a respin ticket, unless he pulls absolutely insane, just absolutely roast him in the comment chat. I don't know what he's thinking. Hidden Arsenal 7.
Yell at him.
T1,
Yell
T4
at him.
packs of them. Let's see what we get. I'm hoping for some biggies, bro.
All right, you guys, 24 packs of Hidden Arsenal 7 Knight of Stars. I'm going to put this out there right now. Even if we pull the best Constellar core possible out of this set, I'm probably going to reroll because I think I need a hard reroll for Evil Swarm specifically.
That can't be right, right? I feel like Evil Swarm are fine, but like they're not that good. They were a meta pick, and even then, they lived and died off of the availability of Rescue Rabbit.
Just to have a solid anti-meta contender in case Gage's Dragon Ruler pull is insane. We already have extraordinarily powerful
What?
cards.
Oh,
that we
'cause he
didn't
has
have in
Big
Product
Eye?
Season 1. And Dragon Rulers were a tipping point for the Progression Series Season 1, so I need to be as best prepared as possible. We'll see what the pulls are, of course. Let's flip up the first pack. Infestation Infection is a fine card. It's not what we're looking for. We're primarily looking for
Algiades
Ophion.
Nuts?
We're
Is that doing
looking
anything for anyone?
Infestation Pandemic, and I think Evil Swarm Thunderbird is a secret rare as well.
Infection
But
is
we
good.
did get Mandragora. Honestly, I'm not really too worried about the supers because with 24 packs, there's not that many supers. It's pretty
trying to
likely
get a
we're gonna all
Mandragora.
of these. Algiady is also good for
Amandagora?
Constellar if
No.
we do end up having to go that route. Well, double infection. You know, I'm pretty sure we only play one. This is pretty big though. Seraphinite.
me a double
even though
infection
might not
after
be
spending
relevant
too much
this
time with a
episode, if
Mandragora.
we get
No,
Brilliant
not
Fusion down
working.
the line in the Dark Illusion, Clash of Rebellion. I can't remember which set that. It was a blue set. I'm almost certain. In any case, Seraphinite's something we didn't have before.
Okay,
and
come
so
on.
that'll be cool for later on.
can't do this
But we did
24
get Evil
times.
Swarm Caster, which is an essential piece of Evil Swarm. But again, it's a super rare, so we're pretty likely to get it. Evil Swarm Bahamut is not.
Oh, fuck. Do we have Tin Goldfish already? That's huge.
Ophion, but it is another powerful
Bahamut's
rank 4
good.
that
Bahamut
the
is a good
Swarm
card.
line has access
It's good
to.
in the dark.
It comes up occasionally, I'll say. Again, Ophion's, you know,
No, you really got to put some respect on Bahamut's name. It's quite strong. It's like mind control, kind of.
like by far and away the best card, but it's still a nice option to have. Tin Goldfish is something too. I think I've already pulled one of these. I forgot to talk about it. This is great. I mean, along the lines of Kage Takage and, you know, Goblinberg and Photon Thrasher, all these rank 4 spam decks, Tin Goldfish is insane. Daigusto Emerald. This is
That's
another
big.
issue when
It's
it comes to
huge.
Hidden Arsenal 7 because
Gaius,
even
the
if
song
our
is called
polls are
Queen from
lackluster for one of the
Deltarune
two
2
archetypes,
Raps.
if we pull cards like Daigusto Emerald or Lavavel Chain, which there are 2 cards that are currently banned in actual
If you search full version, you will get the full
It's going to be
version.
hard to respin this, so I'm happy that I have this, but at the same time, I'm also sad because we're a third of the way through. I haven't seen an Ophion yet. There's a Nightmare, if anything, but we're
I
gonna
actually have
to
never
just get
seen
extraordinarily
Gishki
lucky here.
Cyclone.
want
I don't know
minimum
what
2
that card
Ophion,
is.
and I need probably at least 1 Infestation Pandemic.
Nightmare is
the card
great.
that
It's a
protects them.
generic,
Pack number 1?
though it does need dark mat, so it's not generic.
All right, it is what it is, right?
Constellar
Tropes like,
Prolapse,
okay,
that's
not that great.
not
Looking
good.
For better cards. Kaos is awesome. Kaos is instrumental in the Constellar deck, being able to twice per turn.
Is that
adjust
Evil
the level
Swarm?
of a Constellar monster. So
Kapapepala!
you can bump him and another Constellar you have up to
Here,
level 5.
get your
be able
get your
to
hand
make
off
a
that.
rank
Come on,
5.
move your finger.
So pretty cool that we got him. That's awesome. 10 Goldfish is
It's
also a
Evil
really
Swarm
good level 4 monster.
Kapapepala!
Serve the same purposes like Goblinberg would, right? Normal summon special summon
Goblinberg.
level 4
You gotta
monster
stop
command.
saying that shit.
Is a rank 4. Ophion. That's the guy
Wow.
right there. Ophion was
That's
very important
big.
to,
That is very
being
large.
Dragon Rollers at the time here. I don't think this deck was at quite the power level
Varslag
that
is also
Spellbooks
pretty
as
good.
well as Dragon Rollers were, but it was able to compete. Infection is also pretty good for the deck. I'm not gonna
Infection's
lie.
fantastic.
That's
Oh, Lantern's
that's
nice
alright,
too.
I guess.
Whomst remembers Battle Pack
King
3.
Archduke as our secret rare.
Archduke's fine.
Super rares
We'll
aren't
play
coming
that
in too
until
clutch.
fours
I'm not
don't
gonna
matter.
lie. I'm probably looking for better ones. Pollexes and Castors and the such, but haven't hit many of those yet. Potomac M7 is really
Tommy's
good
crazy.
in
Wow.
general, actually.
Tommy's
This card's
really
great.
good. That's
And Evil Swarm
unbelievable.
Nightmare is actually even a really good rank 4, actually.
Do
Don't
we have
discount it.
an Omega?
Pretty much book
We
removes
have
any
to,
special
right?
summon.
Or
Hey,
is
that's not
this
that
the
bad,
set
right?
for it?
That's pretty solid. Another 10 Goldfish, too. Awesome. Gishki Zielgigas. I will never
Salgigas!
have a Gishki deck to be able to play.
Oh my
in
god.
progression
I
season.
know I wish I was
Unfortunately, the
dead
rest of
wants
this
to
pack
build the
also
Gishki
unfortunate.
deck.
But the
We
next
need
one,
a couple, I think.
it's just as
We only needed
Another
one. We
infection
only
is
needed
what it
one.
No, it's a second Bahamut.
Bahamut
If it was
is
a
good.
second
Come
Ophion, that would be
on. No.
crazy. Oh man, the way that the secret rare luck goes sometimes, it's actually depressing. Evil Swarm
Omega is
Salamandra
Lord of the
is a
Tachyon
card that's
Galaxy?
typically
Jesus
not
Christ.
played in
Well,
Evil
I mean,
Swarm,
that'll
but
be
for
big if we pull
Prague,
it.
It might actually be worth playing because it's another Evil Swarm name. It's actually
you're
not
not-
a terrible card.
We're,
It's
no,
like
we're not
a
playing
bad
Salamandra.
Bazoo the
We can do
Soul
a
Eater,
lot
if you
better
wanna
than
look at it
fucking
that way.
Gemini
It just
Elf
gets
2.
to like it can just be a big level 4 monster. And most importantly, it has the Evil Swarm name attached to it. So we might just play this out of desperation. That's our third infestation.
I've never
infection.
even
Are you
seen
fucking
Gear
kidding
Spring
me?
Spirit.
Oh
What
my
the fuck is
God,
that?
could have been
Is
three
it a
of
Star
any of the
Sparrow
secrets
card?
that, like, we really want.
Iron Hammer the Giant
M7.
is.
We haven't pulled
Okay,
really
we did
much
get an
in
M7.
terms of
Is
the
that Evil
Stellar
Swarm?
package, aside from some of the
Kapapepala!
basic super rares, but M7 is such a crazy card. It's generic. Like, you don't need Constellar to play this card. Like, if we were playing the Hieratic deck, which, don't worry, I'm not doing that anytime soon, but if we had this back with the Hieratic deck, we would have actually at least had a decent rank 6 to go into. That's our fourth infection. I mean, it's redundant at this point, regardless of, like, whatever card it would have been. Like, if it was 3.
Me when I catch dysentery, that's our fourth infection. Me when the ivermectin doesn't stop COVID, that is my fourth infection.
Ophion, 3 of anything, but that, at this point, it sucks because that card just actually just a blank.
That's my second Zealgigas. The supers have not been anything to write home about. I'm
2
already
Zealgigas
feeling
is
we're almost halfway
huge.
through. Well, we will
That's
be halfway through after
enormous.
this flip. That's my third infection. I really feel like I might be
That's my third infection. He's on the hydrochloroquine kick. He has
queuing up
one
for a
fewer
respin
infection.
Already. I need Chain and I need Emerald. If I
You
don't
know,
get both of
looking
those,
back
I'm, like,
at
guaranteeing a
COVID, do you
respin.
remember when we were all like, do you remember when people were like, you can use ultraviolet light to cure your body of COVID? That was the funniest thing ever.
Not in that one either. That was my first Castor that I was able to pull.
Me going to
Lucky
like
me, I guess. Thantos is actually not a good Evil Swarm card.
the
Yeah, it's not that good.
roller
Nothing to write
rink
home about.
for a child's
Another
birthday
M7.
party and
Oh my
sitting under
goodness.
the black
I guess
light
that's
like,
lucky.
you
There's-
don't
there's so
understand,
many
I have
better secret
active
rares I'm looking
COVID.
for, right? These are not bad, but I need myself, if I want to play this Constellar strategy on, I need a Pleiades. Haven't gotten one of those yet. Ouroboros is sick for some.
Ouroboros is
Unfortunately,
crazy. This is actually really crazy forever. This card is just it's reverse Trish.
The Evil Swarm deck itself, getting 3 level 4s on the field is infinitely harder than getting 2 to make Ophion. And then the payoff for it is like not that great. I'm pretty sure this was like loopable in some dem FTKs. Like Blue-Blooded Oni FTK was something that came up around this time.
Say that again. What did I call it? I do actually pick every time if I call it Ouroboros or Ouroboros.
That's my 3rd M7. Oh my god. Why couldn't it be like 3 Lavalval Chain? That'd be so much better. Oh,
Ouroboros
wow,
can have a
yeah,
little
give me
Ouroboros as a
too.
treat.
Great,
That's
thank
funny.
you. Sophia, I'm gonna just try to flip up the last few. I don't
Iron
think I'm
Call. I
keeping
didn't
this.
realize it was that old.
Sophia.
Sophia.
2 Sophia. 2! My god, that's 3 10 Archduke. God, just give me another one.
This is
4
fine.
M7s.
This is
what the fuck
a fine
happened with this
roll.
opening? I'm not gonna even think about it.
No,
We
no,
just
no,
gotta-
no, 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 no. This opening's fine. Oh my god. How do you pronounce necropotence? Well, the problem is the right way to pronounce that is necropotence, but like it just sounds wrong.
Go 24 more packs of this. Hopefully, we get more.
No
luck
chain,
on
no emerald. I don't care. You got 2
the
Zelgigas.
second try here. I need some
Oh
of the broken
god.
cards
Is this our Laval chain shot? Okay, we should just be re-rolling until we hit Laval chain.
in this set.
Lavalval Chain?
Never
You
mind.
got to be fucking kidding me. This opening is nuts, but we haven't pulled the Evil Swarm stuff. We don't have any Thunderbird. I think we're good on Caster. Salamandra, we might have like 2 of. I know we're good on Mandragora, but we haven't pulled Ophion. We
How do you
haven't
pronounce
pulled,
Chains of
the
Mephistopheles?
quick play spell either. But we pulled both Chain as well as Emerald. Oh my god, that's insane.
do you pronounce
Like,
Chris
I
Ron
have
Smith?
to
Oh.
keep this. No matter what, like, I can't respin Emerald.
God, he's been on
Lavalval
this for
Chain.
45
that'd
minutes.
Be lunacy. Fucking Tin Archduke. Come on. I swear I
Tin
pulled like 2 or
Archduke's
3
fine.
of these already. Why is this in here? I mean, it's generic, I get, but this card fucking sucks. Oh my god. Okay.
Keep.
This isn't as
Keep.
good as it seems because Lavalval
Keep.
Chain gets limited / banned very quickly in Yu-Gi-Oh! So having access to multiple copies of this, I don't think it's particularly good. So this is kind of like a dud, but just the fact that we pulled multiples is insane. Okay. There's Infestation Pandemic. I gotta be honest, we've got 4 packs left. There is still a chance we can pull an Ophion. There's still
Is
a
that all we
chance
need
can
is the
pull
Ophion?
2 Ophion. Are those chances high? Not necessarily. But honestly, if we can pull...
What does he mean by pandemic, by the way? Earlier he said that's my 4th infection, and now he's got pandemics. Their symbolism will be their downfall. Folks, how deep do you think the rabbit hole goes? Do you think Simo is in the pocket of Dr. Fauci?
pull a pair of Ophion in these last 4 packs, this will be like the greatest best case scenario for what we could have pulled out of Hidden Arsenal 7. I'm holding my breath, but there's still a chance.
All right, 24 more. Bump it in. Let's see what we get. Pack number 1.
This is
It's
the same
awfully
pack.
similar to the first
The
pack. I
exact
opened.
same pack.
Iron Call. I don't know if I have any cool machine. I mean, this is actually really good with Kara Curry. I'm not going to lie. This is a pretty good card with
It
Kara
is.
Curry. Effects are
Wait, he's
negated,
right.
destroyed during the end phase, but it is a Machine Reborn. It's not bad. Gem Knight Master.
Didn't you make the
I
quarantine
do not have
series?
any
Listen, I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna admit to anything on stream. But let me just ask you this: without quarantine, would there have been a quarantine series? Ask yourself that.
FTKs with the Gem Knights brewing at the moment. Bahamut's another one of those ones where it's like an okay one. It allows
Bahamut's
you to
great.
take
I will not
control
stand for
of
this
a
Bahamut
monster
slander.
opponent controls, but you have to
I was
discard an
donking
Evil
kids with
Swarm
Bahamut in
monster,
history.
and it requires 2 Evil Swarm monsters specifically to make. Way too restrictive. It's not great. Oh my god, that's not great either. This is looking way worse than our first opening. Why is this looking even worse? This is looking unplayable. Oh my god, give me something else. Oh my, Pleiades. Wow,
Pleiades
that's
is
great when I
good.
don't have my Kals anymore, right?
Just.
I don't think
mean,
I've pulled any Pollexes either.
man,
Which is like a
if we get
super
out
rare,
of this
that's
with no
super
Zelgigas
important
after
for
that
this.
first
God,
one, I'm
this
gonna
is
be
not
so
looking in my
mad.
favor, man. Hey,
Okay,
all right,
all right.
there's one of the good cards, Digusto Emerald. Ah, it's better to get one of those
Rothschild,
than nothing, right?
huh?
I think
What do
it
you mean
makes
by
for
that?
A lot of just like
What do you mean by
looping
that?
Materials again.
Show me your
looking for
preferred
just
Bradley
generic
Cooper,
foils
not
that are good to make in every deck. This is
prosthetic
one of the
right
top
now.
ones. I would
All
love
right?
to pull the Volvo chain because I think the Volvo chain
I'm
is even a
banning
step
you.
above this card. But I'm happy I got this one at least, right? More than halfway through the packs. Honestly, this one still looks even worse than our last opening. Hopefully we can turn it around. Pulled 2 of
The
the
greed
Zubidamab,
this episode
Zubidamab,
feels
Zubidamab.
unreal. It's not that
That sucks,
greedy.
bro.
I don't
They're
think it's that
pulling
greedy.
5-2.
I was down on him, but actually he does
Oh
need to
my
pull
God. What am I gonna
chain.
do with 2 Pleiades? 2
Frog
Pleiades
episode
and
1
no
aired
way to
June
change
29th,
the levels?
2020. It was
Thanks,
an inside
dude.
job by
3
Simo the entire
Pleiades.
time.
There's the Pollock I was looking for. Can I get 1 cows? 3
I
Pleiades.
agree.
Oh my God. I mean, there's Ophion coming in later. than
Ophion?
ever, right?
We
How
could
many
still do
casters
it.
we get? 3 caster, 2 Mandragora.
What the fuck was that?
I
The
didn't get
truth.
the infestation to search of. I got 3 infection, but I didn't get the good one to protect from spells traps. I got 3 more packs though. Don't lose hope. I've lost hope. All right, now we're in the last pack. Anything good in the last one? Oh my God, Sophia.
Nice deck.
This
Okay,
has
we did get
been
1 Xyokigis. That was way
awful.
worse.
Yeah, this hasn't been good. I really wanted to play something fresh today and something new, and I don't think I have the cards to do it. I really don't. Triple Pleiades is super unfortunate.
What did he say?
No chain
Pleiades.
either. I'm terrified of what Alex has gotten. Oh my God, if he's playing a Chaos deck too, he can dump the light or the dark. He plays like 2 lights in his deck. That's guaranteed access.
No!
Oh my God, his power's unstoppable at that point. Oh man, I'll see what I can do. All hope can't be lost. Let's just go for a win today.
Only a few packs left, ladies and gentlemen. Few packs left. There's still a chance we could pull double Ophion. At this point, maybe 1 Ophion is enough. The thing is, even if we only get 1 Ophion, we can still use the Evil Swarms as a rank 4 engine, right? Because Mandragora is like a free special summon. I don't think Kirkion's released in this set. I think Kirkion's a Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy card, but in any case, Caster gives you an extra normal summon. Like, we can just use them for decent rank 4 fodder now that we have some good rank 4s. It seems like that luck's turning around compared to the beginning of the Xyz era. I just need 1 Ophion.
Oh my God, just fucking click
3
it.
pack. Just 2 would be ideal. Please, just 1. Oh my God, we pulled out.
Well,
Oh my God, thank you, fucking God. Okay, now we're cooking, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're cooking. 3 packs left to, or 2 packs left to go, excuse me. Wow, I have never been so happy to see a fucking floodgate monster in my life. Again, 1 of this is good enough. We can recycle it with Daigusto Emerald if we absolutely have to. There are ways that we can technically get away with playing more than 1 Ophion, but this is insane. We don't have Thunderbird, but we could still pull a second Ophion too. Ophion or Thunderbird, I'll take either one. That is not Thunderbird. Holy crap. That may be like the worst pack. Ketos is okay. It's like bad Exiled Force.
Ketosis.
Not Exiled Force. The one for spells and traps. In any case, can we pull a second Ophion? Last pack. I will absolutely lose my mind.
oh, I saw the Xyz.
I saw the black
Yeah,
border.
I saw it
Oh
too,
my God.
buddy.
Okay.
No,
a
no,
third
come
Lavable
on.
Chain is very
No way.
funny. Nightmare's also decent too, so I shouldn't, like, you know...
Dude, a Simo milking has got to be so thorough. It takes 60 seconds. All right.
I shouldn't ignore
Wipe
that.
yourself down.
We have to keep this.
Come on, man.
This is insane. Emerald, Lavable Chain, only 1 Ophion.
fucking say that
if we
shit to
win
me.
this episode and we
All right,
spin a
new
wild
prediction.
card on the wheel, we could get a second Ophion just in time for
He's
Lord of the Tachyon
clearly
Galaxy.
thinking of
There's
playing,
no way we respin this.
Evil
I'm sorry.
Swarm.
With Emerald plus Lavable Chain, we can't. If we pulled like
Will
maybe
he
like
play
this and didn't
BLS
get either one of these, maybe
in
we could
Evil
consider
Swarm?
respinning. but
Yes
this
or
is
no?
insane. We
I'll
have
refund if he
literally
doesn't play
everything we
Evil
could have
Swarm.
asked for,
Please do not vote
almost,
if you've
aside
already
from,
watched the
multiple
episode.
Ophion. I'm keeping it. Add it to the collection, ladies and gentlemen. You have a pretty good idea of what we're bringing today, so let's get into it.
I had plans to bring one of the powerful 2 attributes that got a lot of new support in this set, either the light.
Why did we even pull the set? You could have already played this. Man, we don't even get anything for doing this. We get to play what? The Shark Number and Vylon Die Sigma? Christ, this is so fucking boring.
With the Constellars or the Darks with the Evil Swarms, but neither of those stacked up. They did not look good. I had some of the 4s to work with for Evil Swarm and an Ophion, but like none of the good ones. No like Thunderbirds. I didn't have a Pandemic, which is the
we do have the one Iron Call.
Out.
Cool.
Didn't
we already have Goldfish?
The first time around, but no Pleiades. And then I got 3 Pleiades and no Kaus on the second time around. I wish there was something there, but unless we get lucky with the wheel after winning this episode, I don't think we can build anything with them. So we had to have a backup plan. And I think this one's pretty all right. We're going to be utilizing Tin
Goldfish
a
is
card
new.
released
Okay.
in this set. A machine that
All
when
right,
it's
I
normal summoning,
will.
it's special summoning level 4
I will
monster
rescind
with
my
We're
frustration.
going to be special summoning our good friends
Cool
the
deck.
again. The last time we played
You
this
moved
deck,
out
we
a
were able to
Goblin
seal
Bird for a
victory
Tin
with it,
Goldfish. I
just by
appreciate it.
playing
We
better
are
cards than
progressing.
Alex, essentially, having value over the game. And hopefully we can do that again this time around.
We tried
The only new
Constellar,
additions are
Evil
really
Swarm,
the Tin
Gishkis,
Goldfish, and the
rank
one Iron
5,
Call I decided
Chain
to play
Beat,
'cause
but
I
we
pulled
got
the two,
very,
just
very,
essentially a
very
reborn from the
unlucky.
graveyard. If we have one of these machines, we can bring one back from the bin. And that allows us
All right,
to
I don't need to see
Sabot
this.
be able to make Wolf attack. It's not really an engine. I mean, the deck just looks solid. I guess that's the only adjective I can use for it. It just looks like all around okay. Game plan is super simple, and then if we can stick Fortress and repeatedly.
What do you
loop
think
it,
the Iron Call
maybe we
sounds
even
like?
got better shot to win. I'm really upset we didn't get to take any strategies today, but hopefully maybe if Alex takes like Evil Swarms or something, if he pulled super well for it, hey, I'm not summoning any 7s or highers the entire game. Good luck with that, right? You'll be able to see the true power of Gem Knight Pearl, being the 50 additional attack you need to attack over Ophion there. It was truly in a league of its own. I think this deck's okay, and that's just the way to put it. I think if we just played better than Alex, maybe we have a chance of finding ourselves in the winner's circle again. Again, putting us in reach of that crown. I need to take it. I need to take it and set Progression Series history. I think this is the deck to do it. Let's see what Alex is playing.
Okay, before we move on, what do you think the Iron Call sounds like? I think it sounds something like...
This week. Hopefully it's something decent.
Well, it's not often we get a deck
Oh!
courtesy of Hidden Art.
All right, believers. Who's a believer? You got like a 1 to 1.1. Yeah, unsurprising. 2 total lights. Oh no, we've got 4. We've got 4 lights. All right, so this is weird. Like, this looks like a much more competent deck than Gage's because it's playing cards that were released after the year 2001. The unfortunate truth, though, is I think it's actually not as good. Like, he's just playing 3 Heliotrope to play Heliotrope. The reason this card was powerful is because you would get it off of Rescue Rabbit, which we're just not playing. So, like, I don't know. The deck's end goal is to make Ophion and search Pandemic, but that was good specifically because Ophion was an unoutable asshole for Dragon Rulers, and, like, this just looks like I could get it if we were saving this for the Dragon Ruler episode if our polls didn't work out, but playing it now feels like kind of giving the game away, right? I don't know.
Arsenal of all things. If you saw the previous Hidden Arsenal episodes, you know that quite well. But we were fortunate enough to pull ourselves together.
No
what
Dai? I feel like
resembles
Dai-
an
is
Evil
Dai
Swarm
out yet?
package. And yes, I know I'm still playing like some of the Chaos stuff, but give me a break. Evil Swarm's dark. It makes no sense to not play these cards in here. So, we're playing Evil Swarm, ladies and gentlemen. There is a world where Gage could also be playing Evil Swarm. He could also just have gotten the
Oh,
complete
God.
opposite
I am
builds
glad
that
we
did
don't get the
and gotten,
fucking
like,
Evil Swarm
Constellar
mirror.
Pleiades or multiple copies of that, which in that case, that would be sick to have like a Hidden Arsenal 7 showdown. But in any case, let's do the card by card. You already
Yeah,
know
I
these
think
two,
this
and you also
is-
know Effect Veiler as well. We just need some lights to be able to
I don't know.
pull the VLS.
You know what
Evil
I'm actually going to say? This is going to sound so stupid, but you all are going to immediately know what I'm talking about. This deck feels a little too consistent. You know what I mean? Like, most of Alex's decks that are like 41 ofs, he just kills Gage into the sun because he draws the perfect card in any individual instance. But this is always going to produce a hand that can make an Ophion over the course of 2 turns. And, like, is that really something you want to do? Like, even in a world where you draw Mandragore, it's just like, oh my god.
Stormcaster, during the turn it was normal summon. We get an additional normal summon. This is not in effect.
I don't know why we're
negated.
not
It's like a
playing
condition, so, like, you
Infestation,
can't Veiler this, which is kind of sick.
Infection,
that
by the
actually
way.
is
That
quite
card
relevant.
just seems
we have
good.
Evil Swarm Mandragora. Gora as well. This, as long as our opponent controls more monsters than us, we can special summon from the hand. So going second, as long as we have this and any other Evil Swarm, we have access to a rank 4. Salamandra is interesting. Typically, lists didn't play this because they had better cards like Thunderbird and such, but Salamandra serves a few key purposes. First of all, it's big, right? Second of all,
only
it's a card
one
that can
target in
actually
the deck for
modulate the
Ophion.
graveyard, which
That's
if
the
we're
thing is,
too
like,
high on
Pandemic
marks
is
for
good
dad, if we drop, like,
anyway,
mid to
right?
late
It
game,
contests,
this can
like, a
fix our grave,
bottomless
and
that
there's really
prevents
no
you
other
from
card
getting
that,
to a
like, is
4.
in-engine that can do
Like,
that.
why
And
wouldn't
third,
you
it's some
just-
Evil Swarm main,
why
right?
wouldn't
Like,
you
this
just
thing can
play
get
it?
to 2450 and can hit over actually a lot of
No
sizable
KC,
things in
yeah.
the format. So
He
I kinda
doesn't
like
have
this
the
card.
right
It's like
type
one
of
the,
mind for
like,
this. You need to be
mid-tier
playing
Evil Swarm cards that probably
Floodgates.
doesn't
You
get
need to be
enough
playing as little
appreciation.
Yu-Gi-Oh as possible.
We have Ryo in here as well. We have Witch because it can search literally the whole deck, I think, except for
All right, I
Wheel.
gotta ask you all about Witch because I always did this and I just assumed everyone did it, but now I'm realizing it probably is not the case. When this card was legal, did you ever call this card Bitch of the Whack Forest? I feel like I called it this from release until it was banned. No one else knows what I'm talking about? Bitch of the Whack Forest?
LS, which is crazy. And the 3 Heliotrope. This
Please,
is a bit
by the
sus.
way, do not answer if you were born after this card was banned. I do not value your input on this question.
The Evil Swarm decks of the old days would play Rescue Rabbit, and you can just bring 2 of these out and immediately go into Ophion. The problem is we don't have Rescue Rabbit, so why are we playing this? Well, if you look at the other Evil Swarm options, they're not great. I mean, there is like a couple of them that are okay. There's the one Zahak. This one, it's 1850, so a little bit smaller, and has a mandatory effect that if it's sent to the grave by battle or card effect,
We weren't
you can
theater
target a
kids.
special summon
Everyone
level
at my
5 or higher
local called
monster
it
on the
Bitch
field
of the
and
Whack
destroy it,
Forest.
but it's
I picked
mandatory,
it
so
up
can
from
backfire
them.
on
I didn't
us, and the
invent
gauge
it.
may not necessarily always have that, so it's kind of weird. There's also stuff like Azathoth, which we're citing, or even the Eagle here, which is like a compulse, but again, it's a mandatory compulse, and if Gage has stuff up that we don't want to give him back again, like a Tenki or something, that could be annoying, although a compulse is still a compulse at the end of the day. I just feel like having a 1950 beater is just like a decent normal summon because it gets in for a significant amount of damage.
It's just like not remotely true, right? Like you'd always want to be playing Varslag, right?
Playing
Come
beatdown
on.
stun at the end of the day. For the spells, we have Book, Braincon, Darkhold. We are playing
Like
the one
think
for
about
the-
it this way, right? If you're in a position where you need a monster on field or an extra name for the caster to make an Ophion, Varslag and Heliotrope are the same card. If you need a turn 1 play, Heliotrope is a terrible normal. Varslag is a fantastic set because the only way your opponent gets over it is with a monster that it can then bounce, right?
Lance that we have to be able to protect our Ophion or anything else.
Why
for that
aren't we on
matter.
skill
One
drain?
Pandemic, we only
Conflicts with
pulled one
BL.
Pandemic, but honestly, that's probably all we need. Pandemic's weird because it can get very cloggy in Evil Swarm lists as well, so I kind of like that we're just on the one, but I would like that we have additional protection if we had more copies. That's neither here nor there. We have triple MSC Pot and Rhoda, because Rhoda can search our caster, because this is in fact a warrior. The traps, we have double bottomless, double compulse, double
Coming
Keepers,
from a
and triple
college
Fiendish
student while it
Chain,
was
Judgment,
legal, we called
Warning,
it
and
Bitch of the
Torrential.
Black Forest.
The extra deck, you might
That's-
be surprised to see some synchros
that's
here, but
close.
I do have Valor, and Valor is a tuner. Plus, with Brain Control, there is a world where like we could Brain Control a like Cost that's level 5 if Gage is playing Constellar, and then all of a sudden we can summon Valor and make Brio out of that, or just any 5 for that matter. Catastor's the most likely thing we'd go into, although if we're playing the mirror match, this card's going to be worthless. We could also find ourselves in a scenario where we have a 4, we take control of a 4.
By the
and
way,
summon
people
Valor,
born
make
after
Mistworm.
Witch was
I
banned
figure
can
that's
vote
kinda
now, by the
likely.
way. I
Also,
know.
like Stardust is
Haven't
like
you seen the
fine if we
makeup
go,
of
like,
our
Dad, and then
Congress?
we're out of Darks, we can
The
Valor
reason it's so
summon and
fucked
make,
up
like,
is because
Stardust. I don't know. I
people
figure
are voting who
it's
never
worth
called
it
that
playing
card Bitch of the
these
Whack
over,
Forest.
Like, the bad rank 4s that we have, like Tin
Let me tell you
Archduke,
right
we'll
now,
watch that actually
a lot of the
randomly come
people
up. And then we
currently
have
in the
cards that
Senate,
actually matter. Emerald's great 'cause
those
you can actually
bitches would do
recycle
much
Ophion
better
if
if we
were
put
to
them in
use
the
it
Whack
once.
Forest.
So ideally, we're going to try to stick Ophion early,
Folks,
and then mid-game,
politics.
Emerald shuffle this back, which means we can stick another 4 later. So ideally, that's what
Yes,
we're gonna be
the
trying to
young
go for.
voters are the
Bahamut's
problem. I
utility, if it
agree.
comes up, we'll go for it, but I think
Everyone
Ophion
younger
is
than
definitely
me
the main
is
play.
too
Same thing goes for
stupid
Nightmare.
to
This
be
is like a
allowed to
fine
vote, and
card,
everyone
but it
older
also
than
just
me
depends
is
on
too
what he's playing.
disconnected
It's nice
from
'cause this
modern
requires
civilization to be
Darks
allowed to
instead of
vote.
specifically
That's
Evil
why I'm the
Swarm, so
only
we
one who
could,
should
like,
be allowed
use
to
Witch
vote.
for this hypothetically.
I vote
although we probably
Alex.
wouldn't want to 'cause we wouldn't get the effect.
How is he
Pearl,
still
Lovato
talking
Chain,
about
Utopia,
this
and
deck?
Cooperative. These are lights as well, so it's nice is that
been
because we're playing
15
BLS,
minutes.
if we need a light, we can just make one of these.
We're over halfway through the
The side deck, we
episode.
have Double Warrior Lady. This is a Rhoda target, but it's also removal. having a bit of
He sold
preemptive
me on this
sideboarding
episode
in
by
case
being
Gage
like,
did pull Evil
this
Swarm
shit's
himself.
almost
So
an
stuff
hour,
like
and I'm like,
Warrior
oh, it
Lady
must
and
be some
Ryko
good games.
is good for dealing with Ophion, so I figure just having big, just removal in that sense is not bad. Azathot's a cool card. I think this card's actually pretty decent. It's just literally shuffles something back to the deck if it gets flipped face up and it's 1950 defense. It's just a bit slow at the end of the day. It's not like a beatdown type card. It's more controlling. But depending on the way
We
the games
have
go,
to just
depending on
play
what
a
deck Gage
control
is
deck.
playing, we might bring
How do you open a set that includes not one but two insanely powerful Gravekeeper's Guard style effects and be like, we need to be turboing the rank 4 that searches the advantage gaining spell, which means we are an aggro deck. Even in a world where you can get to Ophi on turn 1, you're just using it to get advantage. Like, this is a control deck. You are going to sit on 1/4 as long as you can.
these in. Mole is also hilarious out for Ophion. It's just a wide
Like, and his
variety of
deck
just
building
random-
reflects that. Like, he's on Fiendish Chain and shit. He's on Thunder King. But for some reason, when justifying cards he doesn't want to play, he's like, oh, I mean, it's not aggro enough.
things that come out of the extra deck. So I kind of like it in the sideboard. Triple Dust in case, you know, we just need to deal with like any floodgates or any of that. Speaking of floodgates,
We are an
double
aggro
Lightyear in case
control
he brings
deck.
up Constellar
For
to
sure.
today's duel, because then we just have the preemptive sideboard. And triple macro, we
This
can
deck
bring
would
out
have the
stuff like
vanilla
Wish
tag
and
on H
Spring and
forms. Going back to what we were talking about earlier, maybe Porn Addiction is real.
If he's playing a graveyard-based deck, you know, if it's like Inzektor or any weird stuff like that. And then we just have this, and then we're playing just truly just stun beatdown at the end of the day. That's what Evil Swarm is. And so I'm happy that we actually get to bring a
We're
completely
tempo.
new deck for the
Me
most
when
part
I'm
into the
coping. We're
progression series.
tempo,
And
actually.
I think we might be doing that next week
We're
as well,
tempo.
considering next week's Tachyon Galaxy. But first, let's go ahead and get another win on the board. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to duel.
We made it. We're a grappler.
Gage, isn't it great to open a Hidden Arsenal set and it's like actually good for one?
This motherfucker is playing 0 in Arsenal cards.
I feel like
yeah,
it's, the very
it's great.
First time, bro. This set, Hidden Arsenal 7.
Whoa, let's hear that voice crack.
I feel like it's the very first time, bro. This set,
Feels like the first time.
Hidden Arsenal 7. Such a shame it's the last Hidden Arsenal, by the way.
Yeah,
It's
well,
crazy.
Hidden Arsenal 8,
I love
isn't
when my
there?
favorite
Oh,
thing
nobody
Gage
cares.
does
Yeah.
is when he ends his sentences like that. He's like, yeah, it's like the last one.
No,
it's
I love
the
it.
last one.
this is the
Oh, he's
first
so
and the
cute.
last
Nobody
real
cares
set.
about
In like a
wasn't it?
platonic
Yeah.
way.
Is there a Hidden Arsenal 8? Wait,
I thought
gotta
there
search
is. Maybe I'm crazy. In any case, while you're looking that up, yeah, like, okay, before in like Hidden Arsenal 1, we had Brio, right? In Hidden Arsenal 2, I think we had Nat Beast, or, you know, we had some of like some good early synchros. And then after that,
You
we
are
had
so mean.
disappointment
That's
after
true.
disappointment. And now we have 7. And not only do we have like playable generic extra deck cards, but we also have 2 fully fledged archetypes that almost get all
Oh
of
my
their support in
fucking
one set.
god!
It's crazy.
Play the game.
Yeah, and I will almost all their support. This is the
3/5
last
through
Hidden
the
Arsenal.
video.
Oh,
It is
sorry.
the support
Sorry.
set
I
that
think
they would get all their support. It's really impressive because, like you said, there's only 2 archetypes, Evil Swarm and Constellar. But this is the first and only set they get, and the entire strategy is already solved from one set. It's really
Yeah.
impressive. This set is really good.
It's also funny, too, that they get the same card for their respective archetype in the next set, Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy, in Kirkion and Sombre, which literally are just the same card for their respective deck. But still a good card nonetheless that we could possibly, depending on what our pulls were this episode, that we might be able to upgrade. But we'll have to see. How you feeling about your pulls before we get into the match?
I feel all right. I don't think you can walk
Bro!
away from this set disappointed. There's tons of options. So even if you don't get a first stab at everything, I think a reroll, you're definitely able to get something you're happy with.
Do you want to share
there's
this?
generics.
Did you use a
Sure,
reroll
we got
ticket?
Oh, I mean, I could probably already guess you
We have reached the 30-minute mark.
didn't. But I did use one. Yes, I did
Okay.
use a reroll.
I will
you use?
I will say this. I went into this episode ready, hands at the ready to use a redoer ticket, and I ended up not doing it. So that should maybe give you some insight
That
into
should-
My hands are at
That
the ready.
doing
sounds
today?
terrifying, Alex.
Joseph,
That-
why
that
don't you skip or
must
speed
be-
up? Come on, Vlad does not need this to be an hour. I speak for Vlad when I say, yes, he does.
You pulled the greatest hidden Arsenal 7 box known to man.
I don't know
will
about
settle
that.
for no less.
I don't know about that, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll talk about it at the end, of course. Let's shout out the patron, AJ Haas. Thank you for the support. This is going to be an important die roll, buddy. You're on the precipice of actually passing me the progression series last episode, but I'm slowly pulling away here, and it looks like I'm not slowly pulling away in rock, paper, scissors, that's for sure.
Yep.
30-50. All right, let's see how long the games last.
It's not out of reach yet. I still think I've definitely got a chance here. So, what am I going to do?
Vlad needs that entry money for Dortmund.
I think I am going to opt to go first with my strategy.
Interesting. Okay. Well, if you are playing one of the 2 decks from today, it could be either one, honestly, because I think we'd want to go first.
This
in either
hand's
case.
ass.
So,
This hand
best of
does
luck,
nothing.
buddy. Let's see what you're
We're
up
going
to.
second, though, so maybe
All right,
it does
well,
stuff.
Best of luck. I think I'm going to start my turn by special summoning Photon Thrasher.
Okay, that's a light. Where are we going with
It is a
this?
light. I'm going to follow it up with a normal summon of Red Gadget, and I'm going to activate Red
Okay.
Gadget.
Yeah!
Neither deck from today. We're just going for
Neither
another
deck.
Ready 4 deck,
Woo!
ironically. But here
Yeah,
we
I
are.
wanted to keep it in theme, right? If I'm going to do anything from this episode, it's going to be one of those things, right? You just exceed for 4.
Tin Goldfish.
that's-
That's a card.
That's my man. Yeah, exactly. A little bit of inspiration.
We
to play
get
this
a
deck today.
feral guy,
So I'm going to
right?
exceed these 2, and I'm going to actually just make a number 39.
You know the best part? This beats Simo's entire hand.
Utopia here.
Seems pretty good.
I'll follow it up with Pot of Green,
Ah!
thinning the deck by 1. 2 more cards into my hand. I'll set 1. I'll set 2. Your move.
I know you got a yellow gadget in hand. Funny enough, this Photon Thrasher.
Bro, you are not talking about this.
I forget which set this card originally debuted in. I pulled one in, like, not Astro.
Bro thinks he's doing Twitter freaks.
That was my first
Get on with it.
Thrasher that I'd pulled.
That's so funny. I think it was a rare in like Galactic Overlord.
And I
Okay,
did
all
not
right,
get
we can-
any of them.
we can maybe do
Fantastic.
something here.
All right.
You got an Ultra. Didn't you get 2 of them? In your
I got
opening
2. I got
round?
another
Yeah,
one
I
too
remember
after that. Yeah, I forgot.
Is
I got 2.
Mandragora a
Yeah,
hard
which is like,
once?
what are the
It must
chances,
be.
right? Anyway, I'm sidetracking. Sorry. Main phase 1. Utopia. Utopia's kind of an asshole. I'm not gonna.
If
lie.
we just bottomless the first summon,
and
we
you
win.
have 2 back row. Tell you what, Gage. I'm gonna set
Alex plays his first card at 32:41 into this 53-minute video.
3 back row, and I'm gonna throw it back.
Oh, what the fuck? Why are we doing this? So I think the theory is that we can prison the Utopia and then solemn the normal. Okay, so like here's the issue is if we prison the Utopia
no idea what
and then
you-
allow
just
Gage
draw.
to do another normal chain, he just makes another Utopia. So you have to prison the Utopia,
How
then
are all those
bottomless the
gadgets in your
second
hand? Is that what's
Utopia,
going
and
on?
none of Gage's back row
I
has
don't
to do
even
anything.
talk
Or you can solemn the normal, but
I
then the
hope your hand
Mandragora
is
is
just,
offline.
like, yellow, yellow, green, green.
This
That
is a
would be
tempo
great.
play.
I'm gonna summon. I'm just gonna go battle phase.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
fucking
put
go.
25.
I'll deprison this. Ooh, he's thinking.
Yeah,
I'll
because
flip
oh,
A moon to keep Utopia alive.
Okay.
okay, wait. Can you activate Utopia as CL2? You can't, right? Because it's upon attack deck. No, you
Okay.
can't. There's no way.
Sure. That's fine.
That's still good though.
Cool. Okay, so we'll go main phase 2.
Uh huh.
I will summon Yellow Gadget. And
Sure.
I'll use Yellow Gadget's effect.
The one I know about.
We'll pick up a green gadget from deck.
Yeah, but it does nothing.
There
How
it
does
is.
it do nothing?
I'll pass. Go ahead.
It wouldn't
I
be
will
attacking.
Draw. That's pretty good. Stand by main. Let's go ahead and space that back row. Let's see what you're cooking up back
Okay,
there.
I'll chain it, and I'll
Wow,
hit
what a
the,
punish.
I'll hit the far left here.
Best case scenario, it's bottomless.
okay,
So Jared's
well-
gadgets,
Okay.
to be fair, isn't that great, but it would be good
I'm
if you
really
flip
happy
up that
with that.
Utopia.
I'm
Sadly,
really happy with that.
you're not going to get the chance to do that, my friend. I am going to, since you control more monsters than I do, special summon
Mandragora?
Evil Sword
Yeah.
Mandragora.
Yeah, I can already tell. Okay, cool. That's a very good level 4 monster. 1550, bro. We're gonna be crunching numbers.
1550. It's not bad at all. We're going to then normal summon Evil Swarm Salamandra.
Oh shit, that's 2 4s. Oh
It's
my
two
god.
fours, and
Okay.
we're gonna
Wait,
go for
bro,
it, my friend. We're
eat
gonna
the fucking
overlay here.
monsters. What are you
I'm gonna
doing?
see if there's any other options.
Eat
I
the
wanna go into
goddamn
first,
monsters.
But there might be a particular rank 4 with the Evil Swarm name that I might be wanting to fiend for here. Although you're not playing anything above a 4 most likely, so I don't know how
That's
good
true.
he is.
That's true, right?
Bahamut.
Yeah, no, he's just the best
Oh,
one. Ophion is on the field, my friend.
Yep, that's for sure fine. Are you gonna use this effect?
I would like to, if you'll allow me.
Yep, I allow it. Go ahead, search
Get
an
pandemic
infestation
here.
spell or trap.
And there's one in particular
Bro, think how crazy infection would go here.
he's
that
got
I would
the
like
best
to add.
one.
Maybe we
It's not
were an
bad.
aggro deck.
It's not bad. Okay, now the unfortunate part of all this is that, well, there's a couple unfortunate things. I could try to go like super in here. I could just kill your gadget. Your Utopia is not really a threat to me anymore, I guess, but it kind of is just annoying to deal with. So I actually am going to take out.
All right,
the
this is going to be a solemn
That's
judgment
fine.
for the win.
He's gone.
second main. I'll set a card. Could be literally anything. Trust
Literally
me. I'll pass
anything.
The turn.
I will draw for turn. Standby into main. All right. Well, I mean, I guess I'll normal green gadget and I'll use green
Okay.
gadget's effect.
Yeah, keep going.
All right, green. Pick up.
What the fuck is this hand? It's all monsters,
it's a
but
little
none of them
concerning.
are.
You know, there's definitely outs to this Ophion. So, but they're limited. I have a little bit more than you would think, though. I'm assuming maybe you're like set up for like a Gem Knight Pearl, beat over for 50. Iconic
Potentially.
play from back then, right? But maybe I don't even give you the chance to go battle phase. I've already seen Deep Prison out of you. Do I just Direwolf pop it?
You don't know that it's pandemic, Gage. You don't know.
Not
I
for
have a card
sure.
in my hand. You don't know that it's pandemic. I'm just saying.
All right, I'm going to exceed these two.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to assume you only have one Ophion, right? And if I can beat this one, like I'm assuming you lose it. So I'm going to make Diamond Direwolf.
I'll judgment this.
Okay, so I wasn't making it either way. That's fine. Pretty hefty price to pay for it, though. I guess I'm just passing. Go ahead.
Okay.
There
I'll draw.
better be a
Stand by
Gorz in his
main.
fucking
I guess
hand.
we'll get the beats on. We'll go caster.
Wait, if we were always
Yep.
going to normal caster into this board, why didn't we just go special Mandragora, normal caster, double normal Salamandra, overlay for Ophion over the Utopia, then the other guy, the remaining guy over the gadget, and leave him with no guys? I thought we were like playing around, overcommitting, but
Yeah,
like
that's fine.
In retrospect, I should have done this. I had the caster last turn, so I could have gotten
Okay,
3
never
guys
mind.
and then killed your dude. But a little bit. Haven't played with Evil Storm in a while, so it's fine. We'll just get in for a huge amount of damage. Second main. Nice
No
having
Gorz.
that Ophion Gorz protection.
this
Yeah,
Veiler
right,
might
I'll
actually
pass.
win us the game.
That's pretty good. I'll draw. Stand by main.
How's that hand of gadgets looking over there?
It's actually looking a lot better after my draw. I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to red gadget, and I'm going to red gadget.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
I will pick up
What
yellow
the fuck?
fellow here, my man.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do instant fusion for 1,000 life points.
Sure.
Oh, that's devastating.
Okay, after 1,000 life points have been paid, Carbonala Warrior gonna hit the field.
That's fine.
Gonna take them, and we're gonna make the ultimate Ophion counter. Gem Knight.
Get him. Fucking get him.
Yeah,
I love
sure.
it. Question is, am I really worried if you keep this Ophion? Like, you
I-
didn't search last time. You can search
It may be worth getting the
Like,
the caster.
You get another 4, but then you have to make Pearl, or you make Bahamut. No, but you don't have the material for it. I'm like probably way overthinking this.
No, what if we walk over caster?
All right, I'm just gonna go Pearl into Caster.
So this
Yeah,
will be
because otherwise you can normal the Veiler and make a Cataster.
the 850.
Wait, he's
If my math
cracked.
is right. Don't you love dealing with the Evil Storm 50s? My favorite.
Main 2, I'll just set a card, and
We have
pass.
back row.
Sure. I'll draw.
Nice deck.
Stand by main. I think I like that. We'll just set another and we'll pass.
Okay. I'll draw.
He's just not activating
Yeah,
it.
maybe. I'll
God, infection would be
I'll
so
attempt to get
crazy.
the Ophion here.
Thinking.
Thinking.
I will take the 50.
Okay, sick. I'll go main 2. I will summon Yellow Gadget, and I'll Yellow
Sure.
Gadget.
Yep.
What is our hand?
Set
It's
card.
got to be all
Right.
gadgets.
I'm looking
Okay.
pretty
Little
in
late.
control now. I like it.
Not bad. We'll go main 1.
We're getting ourselves in
bring
a
out
scenario
Ryo.
where we can die to BLS at
Um,
any time.
That's good, yeah.
We'll hit over.
I think
Yellow
Gage
Gadget.
is just
Damn.
holding back
Ooh,
row,
we got a
hoping for
lance.
I
not
do.
getting killed by
Does have
BLS.
the lance.
Ooh, that's
pretty brutal,
devastating.
actually. Sure, I'll take 100.
That's
Okay,
really bad. We're dead here.
And Ryo's gone. Second main, I'll pass.
Okay, I'll draw. Stand my main.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go battle phase. 12.
So that's good.
Game.
You got it.
Nice. All right, cool. We'll take
Wow.
it.
What a fun
Alright.
game.
Yeah.
Able
The
to
Gem Knight
stabilize?
Pearl. You were kidding.
Man,
it's the
but
Ophion
legitimately, if he was just on infection, he would have walked with that, right?
Slayer.
That back in the day, that was the man to do it too. I'm not.
Well, some sloppy play on my part. And I am
sloppy.
paying the price for it, unfortunately. If I would have done the play I said earlier,
1990-esque
gameplay that I had
Come
to deal with. And,
Did people play
also
Infection
with your
back in the
MST,
day?
you kind of
Occasionally.
alluded that you had it.
But
so I
keep
shouldn't
in
have
mind
blanked
that
space
Evil
as soon
Swarm
I
as a
did it,
meta
but
deck
wanted to make
existed
sure the Ophion stuck.
in
so
a
I felt
very
like being
specific
a little bit
context.
aggressive there. But it is what it is. Thinking here, this is kind of tough. You're on Gadget. I don't really want you just like setting up for free, especially when you basically just
Yeah,
blank the
before
draw
Dragon
anyway.
Ruler, Evil Swarm was
But
around,
at
but
that
not that
point,
good. And after during
it's
Dragon
difficult.
Ruler,
You know
Evil
what, I'll
Swarm
go
was
first.
around
I'll
and
give it a
better.
Alright, I
And
respect
then after
it.
Dragon
Turn
Ruler, it was
one,
around
set
and
up
okay.
Ophion.
But
A little less
all
appealing
through that
against the
time,
rank 4 deck,
it
but
was kind of
see what it does, okay?
That would be correct. That would be correct. We'll go standby main. I'm just gonna set the fort. I'm gonna set 4 and pass.
4. I mean, yeah, it's a lot.
epic deck.
It's a lot to beat. I'll draw.
This deck cannot beat
Standby
normal
main.
summon Yellow Gadget.
Oh, good.
I love Alex that you didn't open up any dudes because
I
it
love
makes
Alex.
normal
Whoa.
summon Yellow Gadget so much easier.
Where are the dudes? What did I say? It loses to normal summon a Gadget.
Yep.
All right, off of yellow, I'll pick up green. Big green. I'll go battle phase. I'll just try to get in 12.
Yeah, 12's good.
Okay, main phase 2.
Mm-hmm.
You aren't the only one with a couple of spell
great.
traps in the back row there. I'll throw down a nice humble 3.
I fucking
and I'll
love
pass the turn.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
It's gonna be one
Oh,
of these games.
that does it!
All right. We'll go standby
I mean,
main.
there's a million back row.
Let's just run out caster.
I guess now it's do I have the read if you have a second Evil Swarm, or it's I'm gonna get bone zoned by.
No, you bottomless this a million times.
I'll allow it. That's fine.
Battle.
Yep.
What's hit?
I'll take 550. No problem.
Oh,
Okay. Cool. Now you got a green gadget just coming down for me next turn. I'll just pass.
Draw. Stand by main.
Mm-hmm.
I will start by summoning Tin Goldfish.
Oh, we get to see the tin
We do-
goldfish. Yeah,
hopefully,
sure.
activate the effect of Tin Goldfish.
Hidden Arsenal jump scare.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
fine.
sick. I will summon the green gadget, and then I'll green gadget trigger.
Oh, green
Legally
gadget.
this time. That's the last thing that happened, bro. All right, so green gets me red.
Does green miss timing off Goblinberg?
All right, unfortunately, this board's not equipped to deal with caster. I've got to put
Yes,
them into
funny.
something.
You don't have to.
I don't have to, but
Just say- you don't have
That'd be
to.
kinda-
You can leave them. I'm just saying.
silly if I didn't, right? Okay, what am I gonna? BTH solemn. I'm losing to them regardless. I'm gonna do it. All right, we're gonna overlay these two, and I'm
Okay.
going to try to make. Oh man, nothing feels good here. I'm gonna just try to make Gemini Pearl.
Frieza has arrived. Yeah, that's fine.
Frieza.
That's
okay, now
fine.
The question is, do I just attack with it? Probably not. I'd probably just leave them up. Like, how do you beat a 20? How do you beat a 2600 guy in your deck? I don't think you do. I'm just gonna leave them up. Yeah, I'll pass. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll draw. Anything in standby?
Finally, we have found a way to play the game.
Very good question, Gage. How do we beat a 2600 guy? It's a very solid question. I will normal Mandragora.
Sure.
We'll overlay.
Okay. Oh man, is he bringing out his own Gemini Pearl?
Let's
go.
Let's go for Ophion.
I will attempt to bottomless trap pull it.
Bottomless on.
I know you
Ophion.
can't be lucky enough to pull more than one pandemic. So either you would be searching it out with this Ophion, or you already have it back there.
I will. I'm gonna book my Ophion. You just don't want me to get to that infestation,
I don't.
do you?
I'm gonna change.
Does that work? I guess it does.
Compulse on the Ophion.
Yikes.
You have to have deep prison back there. That's one of the back row for sure. So
Well, I'll try for it.
Oh!
I don't have a response to the judgment. That's gonna resolve. Okay.
Okay.
So
Sure.
compulse is negated. Your card's Book of Moon.
All this just so my Ophion
It's funny that he did all this shit and now cannot do anything.
gets set. Not great.
Like, what if we just normal a fucking
Go
guy?
ahead.
Stand by main.
Yep.
I'll summon red gadget. Red
Sure.
gadget. Pick up yellow. All right. If it is dimensional prison like I read, I don't think you have torrential. You would have flipped it. I'm gonna go instant fusion.
Oh,
Sure.
we're
I'll
gonna
summon
get
the
it,
Carbonala
folks.
Warrior.
He's here.
I'll take these two. I'm just gonna make Utopia.
Yeah!
We'll go
solid.
battle phase 25 in Europhion.
That will
And
clear.
then 26 direct.
Try for the prison. You read it.
That's fine.
Prison him?
I'll main phase 2, add a back row, and I'll pass.
Draw.
I forgot we're playing this dog shit. This card's pretty good against Utopia, huh?
We'll set. We'll pass. Go ahead.
All right, exciting. Draw.
Yep.
Stand by main. Yellow.
Gadgets are
It's
humming
gonna
now.
fucking
Yep.
go in.
Yep, yellow into green.
We're going in, baby.
And then I'll go battle phase.
Sure.
I'm gonna assume I have to go this.
It's a
first.
1950.
So we'll go Utopia.
Warrior Lady Banish.
Ooh.
Look at he's like,
Yeah,
oh,
that'll
okay,
do.
yeah.
Okay, there we go. There goes Utopia, and then 12 direct.
I'll take 12.
Little mini yellow gadget getting in there. I'm just gonna pass turn. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll draw.
This deck is so good.
Stand
We
by
actually.
main.
Wait, what the fuck? We have it! What a draw! He's back!
Gage, you want to count the darks in my graveyard for me?
That's a depressing amount, Alex. That is very depressing. You may summon the Dark Arm Dragon.
You have a response
I do
for
have
it?
the response.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
thank
I mean,
God.
at least you got the cleanup duty, so that's good.
Thank the fucking Lord.
Turtle's especially good with you, considering you're playing gadgets of all things.
Yep,
Go ahead.
technically didn't lose a thing. Technically did not lose a thing.
Yep.
I'll draw.
Broke even.
Stand by main.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
There's another
special-
fucking gadget.
Photon Thrasher.
Oh,
here.
damn.
And I'll summon Red Gadget, and I'll
Yep.
use Red Gadget.
Sure.
Just try and kill him here?
All right. I'm gonna overlay. I need 2,200.
I think you can
Good
get
thing
there.
I've got a billion utopias, bro. I'm gonna go into my second one. And I'll
You
go
got
face
it.
for
Damn! All right. So that was 15 minutes of gameplay. Just so you're all aware, 45:19 is the ending timestamp. Hour-long video.
Man, the gadgets, bro.
It's
Honestly, not a
MST.
good matchup for you.
No, it's not. It was a fiendish shit.
They
Okay.
fucking-
Yeah,
Anything else
that, this
anyway.
was
Boring
I really,
set.
I really wanted to play Constantly.
Oh
or I
my
wanted to
God.
transform myself.
Uh-huh.
But in my
Jesus Christ.
openings,
It's so
neither
funny
of them
that like
came
3
together. In the
episodes
first
ago they
one,
were playing
I
like
got super
bullshit
lucky. I got
ass
House,
combo decks, and
I
now it's
got,
like,
a
oh, I've got a adorable
whole bunch
subbed
of,
red
like,
gadget
decent Stellar cards,
pass.
but no like Pleiades
Sure.
or anything to like benefit off.
What could they
And then I was
possibly
like, okay,
talk
I'll
about for 8.5 minutes? Okay, all right. What are we working with here? There comes a time in every series of Hidden Arsenal when you finally found the arsenal. 7 side sets are hidden no more. I hate that Alex pulls nuts in the few sets he's actually willing to re-roll. Man, it's almost like you should be using these tickets more often. Anyone here thinking Alex should have re-rolled is out of their minds. The pulls could have been worse. He got 1 copy of everything he needs. It's been a while since we've seen some tennis-level Yu-Gi-Oh! Even the editor is begging Simo to use a redoer ticket. I still love the redoer tickets joke, but I wonder how many he has. Wow. Gage won the match today, but he might have really lost in the long run with how insane Simo's pulls were this episode. I wouldn't be surprised if, depending on his pulls next week, we see Simo roll up with the Evil Swarms again. If you see Simo roll up with the Evil Swarms again, you will see the biggest 2-0 in the history of time. Oh, man. Oh, sheesh. All right, what are we working with on as far as tweets go? Raise your hands if you love Rush. Raise your standards if you don't. Rockin' Rush memes. Thanks, Rebecca. That's a really good one. Time seal. Skip the video. Come on. Lord, it's a damn shame. I pull a tin Duke while the boss pulls a chain. Or while a Rothschild gets fat off my name. I don't want to seem angry. I don't want to be mean. But these React lords acting like welfare queens. We should round them all up, if you know what I mean. This is the thing. So much you see in the world is artificial. The Reacts, you know, they're all pre-watched. But a man singing about progression with his dogs in the woods, that's real. Merch was just in time for me to listen to Simo's 20-minute dissertation on the deeper intricacies of Summon Ophion Pass. Hoodie Gang. I really like this hoodie. I love the cream hoodie. I'm a certified creamer. I wish they didn't come out during summer. I want to wear them. No meme, but as someone that played both Gadgets and Evil Swarm this time, this episode has Joker-fied me. Not a prog meme, but you can give a beard to Johnny in Guilty Gear Strive, and he reminds me of Alex. Farfa Yu-Gi-Oh! Says he walked out of Hidden Arsenal 7. Everyone's just talking. Oh, come on. Ugh. Dead Royal Agido. No! No, 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 no. Weekly phone only prog meme. No, I did not download a template. There's a separate edit of this meme under my edit. Fact, 90% of Simo MSTs get held back right before they're about to pop Gage's best back row. This is related because it's Zexal era, and this is Zexal related. I have a number binder now. Hey, let me get your number, girl. Where did you... Sure. I want a number binder really bad. Weekly progs got me like... Alex every episode for the past eternity. I'll now proceed to pleasure myself with this bricky one of Boss Monster. Tell me which one between the tree and the rock I should scrap. Who's the tree? Abomasnow? Who's the rock? Wait, is that a Alolan Golem? What the fuck are you playing? Well, I'm a big Golem stan. The only two things I could think about this episode. Skill issue. Dear our Lord and Savior Ryza, please let Simo pull full Dragon Ruler package and 2 Dracosax. I'm tired of seeing him play bad decks. Even back in April 2013, Earth Machine would get non-engine in their hand just by searching their entire deck. Simo's explosive combo deck, Gage's never-ending conga line of gadgets. When I'm in a competition and I won.
Were not the best deck of all time. They weren't even the best deck in their own format. You know why? Because I played Evil Swarm and I got 4 for the locals once. I have a YouTube channel. I must be relevant. My opinion must matter. I must have some kind of a fucking clue what I'm talking about when I say Dragon Rulers were shit. You know why? Because I played Evil Swarm and I summoned Ophion and they had no out. How are you gonna out Ophion? What do you do against Ophion? Blaster Pop? Forbidden Dress. Next. Dark Hole? Infestation Pandemic. Next. Mirror Force? Pandemic. Next. Blaster Pop, my body is a swag. Next. Of course I think Evil Swarm were the best deck. What does your deck do? Oh yeah, it specials level 5 or higher dragons. What's a level 5 or higher dragon doing on the field in the first place? Oh, you're either cheating or you didn't read Ophion. I don't care about the hundreds of regional tops, winning nationals, winning YCSs, winning worlds. All the empirical data says that Dragon Rulers were the best deck, but I don't care. Do you know why? Because I have a YouTube channel. I think I matter. I'm important. I have an opinion. Don't kiss me, senpai! My playstyle was better with Ophion on the field, not Dragon Rulers. All these meta sheep saying that Pepe are the best deck, you guys are wrong.
When did he do this? It's old for sure. He's got his old accent. Now Farfa has an internet accent. 2016. Farfa reacting to Rarin first time playing Dragon Maid and he doesn't end on seals.
Oh, look at those tooters!
I don't need to hear this. Come on. What's the matter? Weren't you gonna kill me? Hey guys, Peter Griffin here to explain the joke. The character Simo had his face edited on is named Yami Kuroda, character from the OCG Structures manga. Yami Kuroda plays Evil Swarm as one of his decks and bears a striking resemblance to Evil Swarm Mandragora. Thank you. Oh, okay. I don't... Hold up. We will be using this. Hi guys. Kill you! Paul APS from Team APS. Gage leading the French Revolution. Okay.
Crown is not out of reach yet. The crown is not out of reach yet.
Next week, the ultimate strategy debuts in Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy. We will not be playing fucking Blizzard Burn. Simo and Gage isn't doing it. Stop giving me your hardest battles. It's a 2600 vanilla, bro. Holy shit. Is that a motherfucking Junior Journey reference? This is the baby! Wait, it's the sex negative baby! Oh my god. This is what the iPad sees while they're recording the TikTok about the Oppenheimer sex scene. The phrase, please stop playing BLS memes, just write themselves sometimes. Ah, time to finally move in and get ready to fight D-Rulers next week. What the, who are you people? Get out of here. Don't you have any Edison tournaments to be at? We're light monsters, and this is our reserve chaos spot. Yeah, buddy, who the hell are you? This is my deck. Hey, buddy, this is what I do for a living. I am a chaos auto-include by trade. You ever seen chaos packages like these? Check out his chaos package. Don't tell me how to live my life. You ain't never seen banish in a light and a dark like this. I don't know what this is a reference to. Don't do it, Simo. BLS doesn't belong in Evil Swarm. Give me a break. Evil Swarm is dark. It makes no sense not to play those cards. Here's a meme or a video talking about Battle Spirits Saga. You will not trick me into caring about Battle Spirits Saga. You claimed Daigusto Emerald was banned. The July 2019 ban list prediction video determined that was a lie. And in the case of 10-year-old Evil Swarm Gage, you are not the father. Damn, he's out there. What the? Is this real? Is this real? When this card is activated, you tie the series. If I Wish I Was Dead was used during the previous episode, you can play a Copium deck this episode and still win. All gauges on cam go, ah! More than once per turn. That's real. I can't stop thinking about the scrolling baby. Oh, too good, too good. Mid stuff this week, everybody. Really mid stuff. Mid stuff for a mid episode.